to think of it, festive season
Yes.
is around the corner, and it's not just consumer goods that people are going to buy. People are also going to buy vehicles. They're perhaps also going to buy homes, because this is the time that people wait for, perhaps more auspicious, more discounts. So right from September up until December is when people are going to buy things and buy big items, things that they've been saving for. Let's start with autos.
Okay. Last year, festive season was bad for autos. If you remember the semiconductor shortage,
Yes.
there were people who had booked, and because the waiting period got extended, they cancelled. This year is gonna be, or projected to be, the best season ever for the auto industry. Sales will cross 1 million. Post COVID pandemic, the pent-up demand, the 2020-21 festive season, saw 934,000 units being sold, and that was because of the pent-up demand. This year it's projected to cross 1 million. For the whole year it is 4.1 million. So let me put that in perspective. The entire car sales in Australia is around 1 million. The
entire years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Entire years. So 1 million is our 6-week sales that is being projected. That's half the car sales in all of United Kingdom.
Okay.
All year. So to put it in perspective, and car industry has done well. August, the FADA figures are out. There are 8% surge in vehicle sales year on year. 1.74 million units, but that includes all segments, not just cars. August has seen that, and August mostly is a season where the demand tapers down a bit because people save for the festive season. That's not happened. So auto industry is Santa Claus has come.
9% jump month on month, and better numbers expected for the coming weeks and months ahead. Interesting data point that you said, that we've sold as many cars as US has in the entire year in the first Australia. And you also mentioned US. UK.
That's half the year.
So when he was mentioning, all I could think of was that, okay, you're talking about Australia sells 1 million cars plus cars get sold in Australia. In India, that number is 4 million plus.
4.1.
4.1
this year.
Just check the population of Australia. Is India's population 4 times of Australia? No, I think it's way more than 4 times of Australia. So to me, to put that number in perspective, there's greater car ownership in Australia than in India at this stage.
I'll put that in perspective, going back to my classroom days in economics. In the 90s, India used to add 1 Australia to its population every year. That is the quote we got in the classroom.
Okay. But not just, okay, yes, Krishna.
No. That's a fact. That puts things in better perspective. We keep adding Australias every year. In fact, we need to do better with our car sales, considering our population. Fact of the matter is that we should not be 4 million, we're way more. And you're rightly pointing out auspicious and discounts. Because it is considered auspicious, you have discounts, you have special editions of car models being introduced by car makers for the festive season. So, let's keep fingers crossed that apart from recovering the pent-up demand, we generally push up demand with the upping in the numbers of the middle class in the country. So here's hoping that India does way more than 4 million cars this year.
All right, and not just cars. I think other things that Indians are going to eye for is a home.
Here
and realtors are prepared for that.
A 15 to 20% jump in festive sales from last year. Whoa. So it is not just a jump from the quarter, it's a jump in festive sales from last year. The jump in Realty is basically taking, the lead has been taken by 3 cities, Bengaluru, Pune and Mumbai. And it is not in the affordable housing sector. It is in the 3 to 15 crore price tag sectors. All of the names in these cities, Shriram Properties, Oberoi's, Shapurji Palonji, K. Raheja, all of them are expecting big surge in property sales this festive season. One downer, because of the surge in demand, demand and rentals, there are going to be no discounts this festive season, and that has been stated by some of these realtors.
And in fact, they're saying that the prices of Mumbai real estate prices, despite the market being what it is, it's consistently on the rise up, and in Mumbai continues to be the most expensive piece of home realty in the world, you know, on par or beating the likes of Tokyo and other cities. So, and if they're not going to be giving discounts, I'm really surprised that despite no discounts, despite high prices, the demand is
expecting about 15 to 20%
jump from the festive season last year.
Right.
So it's going to
and
be
that last festive season was also with pent-up buying. So this is incredible numbers.
All right, incredible numbers there. All eyes on India's festive season, which I think some says would start now, as opposed to later weeks of September. But auto companies...
Shweta, we are beginning this today, a festive season, with your birthday and Janmashtami happening today.
Yes,
festive season begins today, Shweta.
Festive season begins today, and real estate companies, realtors, as well as auto companies are prepared for that. The inventories are also at an all-time high for that matter.
In auto sales, the inventories are at an all-time high. They are operating, the manufacturing in their plants is operating on almost full capacity in all the car makers you can name.
Okay. So inventories are at 40%
Hyundai,
high.
Be it Tata, be it Maruti, all of them.
Manufacturing plants operating at their full capacity. Inventories at least 40% higher. Everybody is preparing for festive seasons ahead. The festive season, which begins in the next couple of weeks, we'll of course have to see how the numbers pan out for all these big sectors, hoping that the demand will come through.